Hey everybody, ASIC Eric here from Second Chance Garage. Back on the Camaro again. Today I'm going to start blowing apart the subframe. Reason being, when I get done with this guy, finish stripping the trunk and get the trunk repaired, the bottom side of the car is done. So I want to get that painted and finished with, and then get the car back on the ground. And so I think I will get this done before I do that, so that when I put it back on the ground I don't have to take this apart again. As you saw or may have seen in a previous video, I have the new Ride Tech coilovers with the tubular A-arms or control arms and everything here. So all of this stuff is gone. I'm getting new brakes for the front. I'm probably going with the Willwood 13s, like 12.88 with 6-piston calipers. So basically the subframe itself is about the only piece of this that's going to survive, and the spindles, I guess. I'm getting a new steering box. So anyway, just going to start blowing this thing apart here, taking all the bits off of it so I can get ready to get the subframe stripped. And again, when I'm working on this, I've got to do some sandblasting when I'm done, so I want to sandblast this at the same time. Do all my sandblasting at once. Anyway, so I got some spring compressors, and I went and rented some pickle forks and stuff so I can tear into this dog. So anyway, that's the plan for right now. That's been a really long time since I did a job with a pickle fork. I don't remember the last time it was. I was a teenager, I think. That one was a bear to get off. See if this one goes any easier. That wasn't so bad. Ugly. Lousy work though. It's going to be a little more tricky. Steering arm wants to move with that one. I can take that whole thing off with the steering box and everything. This whole bit will come off. I'm going to try and see if I can get it off at least. Maybe we'll get lucky. This one might want a Pitman arm puller. Yeah, I didn't get a Pitman arm puller, but I think that's what I need for those guys here. I'm just going to leave those be for now. We got this guy down here. I think you can see him from where you are. Probably not. Down yonder. I'll turn you off. Got one more to go. So to keep things simple there, I just dropped the whole assembly here. Power steering pump, Pitman arm, whole thing. One of these days I'm going to have to learn what all this stuff is. Like, I don't know what that's called. Pretty sure this is a Pitman arm. That's power steering box. I got that much. Anyway, so I got to get the sway bar off next, and then I'm ready to start getting into this control arms. Alright, sway bar is off. That was decidedly unpleasant. The bolt holding the sway bar on has got about that much thread on the top, all rusted. I had to unscrew it from the bottom, so I was trying to ratchet it from the bottom. The ratchet keeps falling off and all that. So that took about half an hour to get that stupid thing off, but it's gone. Alright, so I think I'll take the wheels off of here and then get the calipers off. I don't know, let's start tearing things apart. Well, as is typical for working on these things, nothing ever goes according to plan. So I got all of the tie rods and all that stuff off and went to go do the coil springs, and neither one of my coil spring compressors would work. I borrowed them from a friend who had some. He had a couple like this. Okay, these big clampy ones, but there's just not enough room to get anything in there. So I just got back from O'Reilly's and got another one here. Hopefully this one will do the trick. This is the one that comes up from the bottom. So hopefully I can get this one in there and get this thing apart. What I did do, is I had to return the pickle forks, is I loosened up the bolts here a little bit, not too much, maybe about a 1/16 of an inch, and then banged them with the pickle fork using the spring to pop them apart. And I think that worked. They did spread out a little bit, so I'm hoping now that all I got to do is give it a good whack with the hammer and it'll come out, since I don't have the pickle forks anymore. But we'll see how that goes. Might be kind of hard to get the hammer in there, but yeah, I'm going to give it a try. Hopefully I won't regret returning those things. They were due today, so if I didn't bring them back, I was going to own them, so oh well, we'll give it a try here. Alright, one down, one to go. That's a lot of work. It'd be a lot easier if I had some help here, but it's coming. Alright, well, she's done. Whew. Just prop it up against the wall for now. Pick up the wreck tomorrow. Well, actually, I still have to get that spring out of there, but that's okay. I'll take the control arms and stuff off next time. That was enough work for one day. I'm pretty beat, as you can probably tell. Anyway, finally did get it apart. This was the type of spring compressor I needed. This is the kind that I remembered for a Camaro, but I hadn't done it in so long I couldn't remember how it worked. But that's the kind you need. That can go up through the bottom of the lower control arm there and come up inside the spring and squeeze it that way. That's the only kind of compressor that'll work on this, I think. Alright folks, anyway, I'm done, I'm tired. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll wrap this up next time. Thanks.